Okay, so you're thinking about moving down to the Boise area and you're looking at some of those best areas to live. What I'm going to do, I got the map up over here. I'm going to bring up the map and I'm going to showcase the top 7 best areas to live. Now, this isn't my list. I don't want to steer you in any way, but this is a list that you can actually go see on niche.com. But it does a great idea or a great job of showing all these different areas. So I will go through them on the map and show you everything you need to know so you can plan to find that perfect spot or rule off a bunch of those areas that aren't going to fit your lifestyle. So if you want to know that, we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkie with the Living in Boise team. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to learn everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play, and those best areas to live, make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. And we are honestly getting so many phone calls, emails, texts every single day from people moving, relocating here. We absolutely love it. So thinking about moving anywhere in that Treasure Valley area, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when moving to Boise, Idaho. All right, so I'm just going to pull up this map, and what we're going to do is go through it. You think this little tiny, town and state of Idaho, it's so easy to get around and find it. It's really not. You got to realize that it's a different style of living than, since we have helped dozens and dozens of clients move here, they're loving the lifestyle and everything, but they are usually overwhelmed with how spaced out things can be, how rural some areas can be. And so I really kind of want to go through these areas so that you can kind of get a better understanding of the areas that will fit your lifestyle. So when we talk about the top 7 areas to live, again, this is not me steering in any way. I'm just pulling a list off of niche.com, and I'm going to go through their list and explain why they're ranked there and who lives in these areas. So number 1 on the list, when we look at the map here, first and foremost, Boise's really over towards the east side. Not a lot of people are living there, and this isn't number 7, but I just kind of want to explain it that, a lot of the people that are moving to like downtown Boise area, that's really like the college students, that's really people who want the condos and stuff. But now we're really starting to understand the majority of people are picking some kind of city suburb of Boise. So number 7 comes in, and it's way down here to the south, the furthest south that we'll talk about, and it's Kuna, Idaho. It's very small, and the people that are moving here, they are just really enjoying kind of that I guess like the rural lifestyle, smaller lifestyle. The thing about it is it's really started to grow as of late. Shawn on this channel talks about it all the time. He bought a house here, a couple decades ago, and it was just to get away. He loves mountain biking. He loves being outdoors. He loves the rural small town feel, and that was it for him. And so he sold that house, but this is also ranked, when you look at niche.com, it's the number 3 best suburb to buy a house, and not just Boise, but in all of Idaho. So, I think that really has to do what we're seeing, obviously, with how crazy the growth of Idaho has been lately. Kuna is going to be one of the most affordable that you'll find. But as we zoom in here, you can kind of see and hit the layers. It's still farm fields. It's crazy now to notice. I mean, from Meridian, all of this area is starting to kind of inch its way down, and Nampa cruising this way down. Kuna was out like on an island. It was just middle of nowhere. In fact, back when I was going to college and stuff, just heading really anywhere, we used to hang out over in this Blacks Creek area a lot. This was like you could just get away. It was pretty close to town. Go out there, get your fix of shooting guns or something. So you kind of have that tucked into your backyard there. A lot of your drives are going to be right through farm fields in the morning. So Kuna is going to be that area. As you can see on the map here, you'll be able to probably stretch that budget the most, and it really doesn't put you too far from really anything that you need. It does have some shops, restaurants, a little teeny main street, right here. So you got Big Mix, Saloon and Barbecue. But yeah, right there's your little main street. It is true Idaho small town living. So we will go back to the map here, and the next one, number 6 on the list, is Caldwell, Idaho. Another one that was really just, out there, but it is right on the main freeway system here. So Caldwell is going to be the farthest out to the west that we will talk about today. Caldwell, again, is more of like your small, you look at Caldwell, I mean, there's hunting right there. There you got your bears and everything. So Caldwell, again, these were ones that were just kind of outliers. Now everything's really touching. The beautiful thing about Caldwell now is you have self-sustainability between basically the Middleton, but Nampa having all its shops, restaurants, bars. There's no real need to you have to get into downtown Boise anymore from all the way, here in Caldwell. Again, it's going to be one of those areas where you're going to stretch your dollar, your budget. It's going to be a little more rural, and people are just enjoying that. Number 5 on the list, which is kind of crazy to me, is Nampa. Crazy to me in 2 ways. One, I remember as a kid going through Nampa, and it just smelled like farm fields. They have the sugar beet, plants there and farms, or the sugar beet farms, and it just smells like cattle. Smells like farming. That's all we knew it as when we were kids. But it's actually, this was growing as one of the fastest growing cities in the entire nation. Nampa, I think, should be probably higher on the list, but it's got incredible brand new school systems, has all of your sustained shopping centers, and it's just crazy growth. Compared to what you get in Meridian, I think, you get definitely a bigger bang for your buck in Nampa, and I love any of these areas, next to Lake Lowell. There's golf courses out this way, and so a lot of your drives through here too, to get back into anywhere is going to be very rural through farms. You're going to see that basically with most of these, except for, the closer you work into the city. Nampa still has that small town feeling, still has the agricultural fields, and Lake Lowell's right in your backyard. You can boat this lake. There's trails all around it for mountain biking. The one thing I didn't mention about Kuna, I wanted to, and anywhere in between here, there's wineries. So there's really cool areas for you to just kind of zip out, do some wine tours. They're family friendly. So, you can go, well, don't go too crazy, but yes, you can go out there, have a drink. You'll meet lots of other families and kiddos. There's usually stuff for kids to do. And then obviously it's fun to get babysitters, and go do that kind of stuff too. But very pretty out this way and stretching the budget. So that was number 5 on the list. Go ahead, comment down below. What are your thoughts on some of these areas? What areas are you kind of leaning towards with your thoughts? And any of you locals, what's your thoughts on the list? Number 4 on the list is Star, Idaho. So if we look at the map here, Star, a lot of these are just all growing because of the expansion. So many people, right? You have downtown Boise, Garden City, and obviously Eagle. And then, these start getting built out. And so Star really started taking off. I love Star. It has its own unique, if you now hit the layers map, it's a kind of a different view. You get the more, taller mountains in the back. So you have access, to a lot of mountain biking trails. There's actually a race car track out this way. And Star, Idaho really has some bigger property. So people who want a couple acres, don't want to be too far from everything, Star, you can find that. But it's also an area where you can find some top suburbs, but you don't pay the Eagle price. And the sneaky thing is, look at right there is Eagle High School. So Star is right over here, and then Eagle is right there. It's basically almost in Star. But you find some of these suburbs inside a little bit that are more affordable than Eagle, but you basically are touching it, so you're saving there. The other thing I love about Eagle, and we have the vlogs of these, so if you ever want to see them more in depth, they started building some really cool houses out here, so that you don't have to spend so much money to get this giant home and all this room and this property to build a shop. They build these houses custom in Star to where, and we've had a lot of clients gravitate towards these. So Shawn's really good at obviously not a lot of inventory, but finding these for clients where they build a shop on your house. 14-foot garage door. You can put your big jet boat in there, your RV, all your toys, or you can stretch it out and do 3-car garage for people who have more cars, that type of thing. So that's a really cool thing that we're seeing in Star in the new construction developments. And the maps here don't show it. They're almost outdated. There's a lot more growth in Star than this is showing. So Star is going to have great schools. It really just kind of puts you in the middle of everything. Downtown's really close. Getting out into the middle of nowhere. There's the racetrack right there, actually. Firebird Raceway. It is very quick and easy as well. Number 3 on the list is Middleton. Middleton was just like this little farm town. I think they've done a really cool job. If you go down the little main street of Middleton, now they got this, they've built, but they have a skate park right there. They've got ice cream shops, they got burger shops, and it actually in the Boise area has the largest lots on average out of any suburb. So you're always usually going to find space. There's even where they're building out in the Middleton area, Caldwell, Middleton. We kind of put these together because they touch, but on the map, it doesn't really show that, but there's lines in here where you kind of cross over into Middleton, kind of in Caldwell. That's the things that we can kind of go over more in depth when you reach out to us. Again, when you reach out to us, you're like, okay, I like this lifestyle, like these style of homes. I want to be close to this. We know 2-3 little pockets. I'm skimming the surface that are going to fit you perfectly. So that's why we enjoy when people reach out and they tell us what their needs are. But Middleton, you're going to have all that space, but they're building some really cool properties. Middleton, Caldwell, that you're going to get, an acre and a half, 2 acres, but kind of get that giant custom home. So people are really gravitating towards, hey, for $800,000 to $1 million, I can go get now this 5-6 bedroom home, 4,000, 5,000 square foot on 2 acres. I can put a sport court, basketball hoop court in there, have a giant shop, and that's what we're seeing over in this area that people are really gravitating towards, not just like these older style homes in Middleton. So anyways, you're really moving out to Middleton, Caldwell, Kuna, any of those areas because you just want more space. Now it's kind of just like what location, what kind of backdrop do you want, or what styles of homes. They have different styles of homes in every one of those suburbs. And Middleton's done, a cool job with, the schools and the downtown. So it is picking up. The problem with Boise, Idaho, obviously, is, lots of people moving here. So crowded schools, but they're really trying to keep up with that. Now we're going to jump in. Number 2 on the list is going to be Meridian. So when people reach out, Shawn's mentioned this in so many of the videos, and they just want like the can't miss area, suburbs, especially for families, but safe, clean, shopping, everything. It's going to be Meridian. We help quite a few clients get into this area. There's not too much to say about it. It is all just suburb living, and every neighborhood is going to have parks in it, so you're going to see lots of kids out playing. You even find some of the older generations, they just kind of like all the walkability and not being so far out from everything. You have all the major shopping, you got hospitals, you have really everything that you need right inside of the Meridian area. There's not going to be a ton of like fluctuation. Like you can see in Middleton and Caldwell, some of these areas where you find like the old style rancher home, even in Nampa, the older city, these older style rancher homes, and then like these giant customs. Meridian is, maybe starting in the 4s, getting up there a little more, but up to the maybe 800s. But it's really just all suburb style living, and some of the neighborhoods are just a little bit nicer. So again, it really boils down to your lifestyle, style of home, that kind of stuff. Meridian, incredible school districts, and just really one of the top family easy go-to areas that you'll see. Number 1 on the list brings us to Eagle, Idaho, which is going to be our most expensive area as well, regarded as some of the best schools, not only in the Treasure Valley, but all of Idaho, and really some nationally ranked schools. Again, in Idaho, you don't really have to worry about that. That's kind of the one thing we talk about. Like, I don't have a problem with my kids going to like any of these schools because it's just different here in Idaho than some of the major metro cities. All these schools are great, but Eagle just really brings in more of like the luxury style living when you get in closer. Living anywhere like along, of the water here or the golf courses, you're going to be more expensive. There's a couple different styles of living. There's brand new construction where you have walking paths along the river in all these areas that are really, and that people love. And it's, stretching into the $1 million budget, but it's like the ultimate Idaho lifestyle. And you wouldn't think that being like so tucked in there. But on your daily walks, you're going to see, geese all over, deer, wildlife. Everybody's walking dogs all over, and you have these paths that go along the water, these rivers, just real pretty, scenery all around you. Cool, golf courses, all your shops. They even got, all the yoga stuff and high end like Bardonnets and restaurants there. And then you have, some of the older style living in Eagle, like what me and Shawn grew up living Idaho, 70s style, split level homes, on kind of bigger lots. So you will see different styles of living, but regarded as, one of the better areas to live in the entire state of Idaho is Eagle. So that wraps up, our 7 there. That's what we love, guys, is when you reach out. We've had hundreds of conversations with people, and you just don't know. You think this tiny little town is so easy to figure out, but it's not, and it's growing, and there's so many differences. And if you move to the wrong area, it's not going to be as enjoyable. We've had that, or we've definitely heard that. We haven't had that happen yet, but we've heard that. And so reaching out is very pivotal to find your perfect Idaho lifestyle. So the only way that we can help you find your perfect spot, you got to reach out. You got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when moving to Boise, Idaho. And until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.